I hope sharing my experiences encourages you to reflect on your own journey of faith. What is the path that brings you where you are today? As I shared last week, around my 18th birthday, an x-ray showed a hole in my arm that looked like bone cancer to our doctor. We flew to MD Anderson to hear from experts. After 2 days of tests across an enormous complex, 2 doctors gave us 2 theories of what it might be, both benign, both needing surgery to remove it. The deniable idea of bone cancer wasn't real to me yet. And so as my parents rejoiced, I worried about facing a real surgery. My mama always taught me the only minor surgery is on somebody else. Returning to our hotel that night, we had the surreal experience of reading 40 cards and letters. The words of encouragement, support, hope, and faith were mailed believing we were facing a horrible illness. We were reading those words with the relief that we weren't facing cancer. We were observing how helpful those words might have been as we were grateful for people reaching out in love. As more mail came in the coming days, I learned that while I didn't find all their words helpful to me, I did appreciate the fact that they were being shared. Later, the biblical story of Job revealed to me that the caring, silent presence of his friends was more helpful than the painful platitudes they began to speak. Who needs to hear from you today? How can you make contact? Maybe your contact matters more than the content, your presence more than platitudes. P.S. Since Marvin is preaching on Humor Sunday, I have one humorous story about cutting out my left arm's humorous. After removing a large chunk of bone, the surgeon planned to screw in replacement bone from the hospital's bone bank, their donated tissue. As I lay on the operating table, the surgeon said to me, "Mr. Landrum, I'm going to the bank now so I can do your surgery." I replied, "That's okay, Doc. You don't have to check up on Dad. He can afford this. His check is good." The surgeon told my parents he laughed all the way to the bone bank.